Have you ever wondered why two identical looking photos on a stock photo website can have completely different rules for how you use them? Or why using the wrong one could accidentally land you or your business into legal trouble? It all comes down to two words that every content creator, designer, and marketer needs to know, and that's commercial versus editorial. Getting these two mixed up is one of the most common mistakes people make when buying stock media. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what licenses you need for your next project, ensuring your content stays perfectly safe and legal. So let's start with commercial licensing. This is the license you need if your ultimate goal is to promote, sell, or market something. Now think about advertising campaigns, social media ads, corporate websites, product packaging, or brochures. If the image is being used to generate revenue, raise money for a commercial entity, or build a brand's image, it falls squarely under commercial use. Now, because these images are used to make money, they have to clear a very high legal bar. Every single person whose face is recognizable in a commercial photo must sign a model release form, giving permission for their likeness to be used in advertising. And the same goes for property. If the photo features a recognizable private building, a protected landmark, or even a visible brand logo on someone's shirt, the photographer needs a signed property release. Without those permissions, the stock agency just cannot sell the image with a commercial license. Now let's flip to editorial licensing. Editorial images are meant to inform, educate, or illustrate a story. They're used for the public interest, not for profit or promotion. You see editorial images every day in a bunch of different things: news articles, documentaries, textbooks, blogs, educational presentations. And because the primary goal is documenting reality or spreading information, the legal rules are completely different. Photographers don't need model releases or property releases for editorial images. If a photojournalist takes a picture of a crowd at a protest, a celebrity walking down a street, or a street scene featuring massive billboards, that image can be sold under an editorial license. However, there is a strict catch. You cannot use that image to sell a product, promote a business, or put it on a piece of merchandise. It can only live alongside educational or news-oriented text. So the gray areas and key differences. Where people usually get confused is when money is involved in editorial spaces. So for example, if you run a monetized blog or a news channel that makes ad revenue, can you use editorial images? Yes, because the intent of the content is still to inform or educate, not to directly sell a product. However, on the flip side, even if you're a non-profit organization or a charity, you cannot use an editorial image for a fundraising campaign. Even though you're a non-profit, fundraising is considered a commercial activity because you're actively soliciting money. So to keep it simple, ask yourself one question before choosing a license. Is this image being used to help sell a product, service, or a brand? If the answer is yes, you must use a commercial license. If the answer is no and you're simply telling a story or sharing information, editorial is likely the way to go. Choosing the right license doesn't just protect you from copyright strikes. It ensures that the creators behind the lenses are also being respected and compensated correctly for their work. So the next time you browse a stock photo library, check the licensing tab before you hit download. A few extra seconds of checking can save you a massive headache later. Now, I hope you found this breakdown helpful. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more straightforward guides on content creation and digital media. And if you're looking for commercially approved stock media, check out Stockphotos.com today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.